Hello, everybody. It's me, it's Chad. It's Polynerdic back with more of Alan Wake Remastered. Yesterday evening, we recorded it. The first episode. We're going to do it episodically. If you've never played Alan Wake, the original game, I don't know about the new one. The original breaks up the game into episodes, and you get little recaps like previously on Alan Wake kind of things. And I like that as a good measure of stopping points for the episodes. Makes them a little more digestible, you know. I like long form content. I am not above posting a 5-hour video. You all know this. But, you know, for the sake of those of you that like things a little shorter, there you go. Pre-recording again. Probably will pre-record things through the end of 2023. Unfortunately, a new wireless router did not fix my upload speed problem, and as such, going live, unless I hit just the perfect magical moment, like I did when I first hooked up the thing last night, I can't go live, and it pains me that I cannot, because we were just starting to make it, not like big, obviously. I wasn't partnered or anything, but I was just starting to get a little bit of money to trickle in to throw back at the stream, you know, whether it's stupid stuff to post up on the wall behind me or games to play. We were just getting there. And then the Spectrum gods fucked us. I've had 2 techs come out in 2 months. I have had many conversations with their customer service people. In fact, I just got done arguing with a customer service person who told me that when they run a test on their end, everything's fine. But I just had a tech here not even an hour and a half ago who got the same results I got. 1 megabyte to 3 megabytes of upload speed. I'm frustrated. I want to blow off some of that frustration with some Alan Wake, though, so let's do this. So we're going to do episode 2 of Alan Wake here, and then I'm going to take a break and eat dinner, and then I'll be back with something else. I want to do more content the next 24 hours. Because I lost my morning to preparing for the tech to be here and handling other business around the apartment. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some stuff.
Previously on Alan Wake,
It just
I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Episode 2, here we go. How quaint. Single bag of groceries.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should
Yeah,
put
look at
some
that.
coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Coffee sounds good. Wonder if there's any thermoses in the apartment here. The CCTV. Of course, we're playing this because I'm finally getting around 3 weeks into the month to churn out some spooky content. I don't want to go to Alice. I want to go over here. Examine. Return to sender. That's a good name for a book. I'm sorry, but it is. Especially for, like, the hard-boiled crime genre.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home. It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head.
I'm thinking in metaphors again. Two golden guns. Some sort of detective novel award. Got the bathroom. Little incense holder right there. They smell good sticks. Surprised no I'm not turning the radio on. My video yesterday got a mild copyright situation where it's not going to be available in all locations due to copyrighted music. Kind of makes me want to turn the music down.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh, they're talking about sex. Ha ha. Can I go through this door? Nope, gotta go around. Now we get to examine this stuff.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead
liked
body.
Barry.
The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan!
She's just scared of the dark.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
Shine it in your face.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
It's a serious
Tell me
phobia
a
she
story,
has there.
writer.
Okay.
To be that terrified of the dark.
I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love
Yeah,
you.
he just happened to have a
Even if
clicker
you are
there
a
to make
liar.
it up about.
Thanks for this.
Awkward video game smooches. At least they have the decency to fade out, you know? The present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that?
Yep.
Mr. Wake,
All the time.
how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Take it easy.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
He was fishing beforehand.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
I tell you right now, if I tried to go fishing, I'd fall asleep. I fall asleep engaging in activities I enjoy. I sure as hell wouldn't stay awake for fishing. Not that I'm complaining about it. I mean, it's relaxing, so it would definitely put me down. Sheriff. 50% off, no way.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
Yeah, Doc, I'm just scoping out this room. This room reminds me of the briefing room in Twin Peaks. Some damn fine coffee. I mean, hell, this police station's kind of Twin Peaksy. And look, there's the log lady of sorts.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good.
She's carrying a
I'll come
lantern.
back later on to remind you, just in
Yeah,
case.
she's got a lantern instead of a log. She's a lantern lady.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
We killed Stucky last night. I mean, to be fair, he was trying to kill me with an axe, but...
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Ha ha ha. Weird that I totally missed some of the manuscript pages in the first episode. I know that now. I didn't think I
Mr.
I
Wake,
had.
the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Is that a manuscript page? I don't think it is, but I'll check. Nope. This game definitely feels like a 13-year-old game, even updated. Oh no, missing people. Knack for winning contest. Ambulance. Alright. Thoroughly investigated everything. Let's talk to the
Come in,
sheriff.
Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Yay.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not
I
sure.
yelled at her.
I can't remember.
And she disappeared.
We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me
Killed the
up.
gas station guy and some other people.
Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do
Mr.
nothing
Wake, can I
stupid,
help you with
pal.
anything?
We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
The light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't... Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're alright. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you to...
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
The Cauldron Lake. To the back lot.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
That's the junker, huh?
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Alan's got some power to his kicks.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Yeah, see, I missed a few.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to
Barry.
me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
And away. Nope, not that kind of game, huh? Can't do it. Alan, you could kick boards down, but you can't jump over a fence.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic
kidnap
is a
her?
place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
That's
Take it
assault,
easy.
Alan. It's Barry.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
I don't trust him.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Barry.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled
he's
money.
like, cool.
And he
You're gonna
believed
write
that
a
Alice
book.
had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Also known as bad.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a
Damn.
swing at everybody. This is not her
Told
fault.
you, Alan's an
She's a
asshole.
very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Like, that was, like... So far, I don't recall anything she said or done that would warrant, like, any sort of... from Alan, other than being a fan. Alan Asshole Wake.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept?
Your
Are
head's
you
doing
high?
weird things.
Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that?
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Big stuffer. Got a thermos. Gonna get it. Radio on the floor. Any manuscript pages? Don't see any.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're
Poor
illegal to
Domino.
use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call.
Signed it with no pen.
Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Shut up, Barry. I like you, but shut up, because Alan Wake's an asshole. I brought you the form. Stop playing with the dog.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Okay.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him.
Yeah, makes sense.
You hear that from
That
people
tracks.
who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you
I forgot to
make
take my
cruel
pills
jokes
today.
about
Oh, no.
people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller.
There's one
What
right
would you
there.
think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
What an airhead. I can't believe he said that. Like, nothing Rose did warranted that.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al! Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
What's irritating to
Bless
me
you.
is I had 20
Oh, this place is trying to kill me.
ish
I'll bet there's
flashlight
mold
batteries.
in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
I had all the batteries. It's like, did the cops take my batteries? Is that what happened? Confiscated my batteries? Yep, picked up the coffee thermos. Well, now we got some of them back. No, light's gotta be on. Safety first. This game does a good job of atmosphere and whatnot. I thoroughly enjoyed it when I played it 13 years ago. Another thermos by the hot tub. Can't go out that door, or in that door, rather. So Lover's Peak. Look for the radio tower. Don't see it anywhere. Just start making our way, I guess.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Also had way more bullets than that.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Reality is overrated, guys and gals.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
There's a radio inside that I don't want to turn on because of copyrighted music. Right. And they took my flare gun.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan.
Perfectly natural. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to worry about. Mild earthquake on a volcanic mountain. I'm talking to myself a lot because I don't want to be scared. I do this all the time when I play scary games. I chatter endlessly, even when I'm not recording and or streaming. Didn't see that. Look at this. Good job, Alan. Cabin's seen better days. Television. Night Springs? Yeah, Night Springs. The Twilight Zone of this universe.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of
I
civilization.
love Night Springs.
But some crimes are impossible to punish. Especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode. The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
Just punched his face into mush, I guess.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Oh, they're brilliant. Ravens are unhappy. It's just a brilliant game. It's making me want to play Control again.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Man. Now Rusty's gonna die.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming!
Please, help me!
Moving with urgency, can you tell?
Anybody? Help me! Help me!
I know you're hurt, Rusty, but I got an important coffee thermos picking up to do.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Poor Rusty.
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Hello?
Back here! I'm back here! Hey, please help me!
Bear's gone.
Mr. Wake?
Shadow Bear?
Oh, hell. It happened
just the way it was on that page. I found came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
First aid kit. Not that kind of game, I guess, right?
Shh. Good boy. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came.
These pages all fill
I raised
out
my
older
head.
sometimes.
Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Revolver ammo stocked up. That means we're gonna be fighting soon, obviously. Game wouldn't give. Oh.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Covered with, or I only seen one. There's...
I just need hunting licenses.
Hunters need hunting licenses. I love the way the spooky guys talk. Oh,
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
No, the mammoth's still there. More of a bear-sized hole, I bet. And the dog's
Please
gone.
don't feed the animals.
Who's talking?
Who purchase a park license? Obey! Instructions. At all times.
Rusty?
Rusty, no! Never! Never approach closer than 100 yards. Two bears and wolves never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. That must be least. At all times. Never leave your pet unattended. It is against the law to remove any This includes the
Shot the shit out of Rusty. If you missed the first episode, why are you here, first and foremost? But we're playing on baby-ass baby mode. because I just want to experience the story again, not be challenged excessively. I just love their nonsense babble so much. The darkness is big. Is mean. Go. A little solitude here, a little safety. Hello?
What? What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
That's one of my favorite lines. Don't worry about it. It's just me going crazy. Manuscript page.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Yeah, the fact that she's so young also makes it even more of a dickhead thing that Alan was all like, what an airhead. She's just a kid, man. Don't be an ass. I know you're a big city writer, man. Don't be an asshole. Yeah, revolver ammo and batteries in a box. Just on the trail, you know? Do not feed the wildlife. Hear that, crow? Not allowed to feed you.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Moonshine Cave. Cash back here somewhere. Shotgun. Now I have other weapons. Finders keepers. 5 hidden chests. Hold on to this for now. It would pop the light bulb. Just felt right, you know? Anything on the porta john? picturesque game. Just has to be all creepy with the shadow monsters. Wow, missed a whole lot there.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
What's that supposed to mean? Other than that, we've already kind of got the image that old Al here is a bit of a dickhead. Just the way he talked to his wife. I mean, I get it, being stressed out, trying to be a writer, all that stuff, but you don't gotta be an asshole. I mean, we're all guilty of it, but not like that. Uh-oh. It's doing the spooky thing. That means spookiness is happening. I thwarted the game's spookiness by running back out onto the bridge. I said no thank you to the spookiness. Now I'm back in the thick of the spookiness. Haha. Thwarted your spookiness again, game. Lover's Peak is that way. Shotgun. Try to save the shotgun for the bosses. Herbs, like it's in Resident Evil. I'd like to think in the, 13 years since this game came out, I've gotten better at video games.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Explaining why these things exist, right? Lover's Peak is that way. We did that thing. This phone has just been axed. Those bastards. There's a thermos over there. How do I get over there? There we go. Sometimes Alan can climb. Lover's Peak this way. Oh, bear alert. Awesome. Stop it, bird. Look the way you're looking at me. Silly shadow man trying to do a sneak. See him go behind this rock. Like, this game is just the right level of stressful to not be overwhelming, but enough to, like, get the tension going. And I know it's largely because of the nighttime aspect of it. Like, if you put this in broad daylight, it wouldn't be nearly as suspenseful. That's a Lover's Peak. My flashlight made the thing move. I don't like that. Can't get through. I can go over that way though. So let's go over there and see what's over yonder. I feel like this is an area I'm meant to investigate. Boop. What happened in 2001? Okay. I guess we got what was back here. Platforming, Alan Wake style. You know what? While we're doing pre-recorded stuff, I'm gonna pull that off the screen. We don't need that. No one's donating tips and stuff.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles.
He's like the anti-Dale
He desperately
Cooper.
wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
A new antagonist. happen here. Like I said, nonsense. I called it. Nonsense. Nonsense happened. It's that guy.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Is that the kidnapper?
That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
Give me a bunch of flares.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived.
Yeah, he's the one
here
who
with
said
Alice.
yuppies.
He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! Better keep up! That's what I got for you! Stop fighting me! Like that, boy? Huh? Get some!
Haha!
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Okay.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it. Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move
Shoot
it
this
or
guy.
lose it.
Shoot him.
Nailed you. Right. You just keep coming. Die already. Die. Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe.
Yeah. I mean, you were welcome to get in the light too, buddy.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Is there more flares and stuff to pick up?
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
This is not how you wrote it, Alan. You should know this. You're the author. Alright. Oh.
That's what I got for you.
Want to get over there and get that? Important things to do. He hit me. You're behind us now too? Oh, yep. heard one more flare.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her and
Alan's really quick to punch people. I mean, granted, wife's kidnapper and everything. Got my gun back.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move. On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious.
That is terrible.
For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
I did get the impression that there's a hidden chest back here, so we need to go look at that. That water's that's not how water behaves. Lost my shotgun again, though. I was saving it for a boss fight. Creek. Birds out there. Shadow man running around doing things. Oh no, there's bear traps. Don't want to step on it. But it looks like there's a thing under it. Now I have to investigate over here. Caught on an object. Aha! Nope, just a bear trap. Bear traps everywhere. Probably a good idea to stay on the trail. Ooh, that was close. Somebody really wants to catch themselves a rider, I guess, huh? Oh, those birds again. Cans? Wait. Got him. Don't want to miss any manuscript pages or anything like that, so I'm trying to be diligent. Okay, checkpoint reached. All right. Terrible. Took a little bit of damage, but manageable. That's how we dodge. I always forget, that's how we dodge. Gotta be ready for that. There we go, we did it. We did it, we lit the light. Check out the batteries. I think I saw a shotgun in there.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat
There's
out.
a boss fight coming.
The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was
That's when I
finally
heard
out of
the
the woods,
chainsaw.
and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Ooh, a series of cold chills there. Did you see that? Shotgun. Finally gonna... Oh, a hunting rifle. Okay. It's not a shotgun. It's a different kind of gun. A thermos. Yay. Loaded up. Got some weaponry to use on this upcoming battle.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
The other way? No? Okay. So I guess the plane tilting down is meant to be like a signal that this is the way I need to go. That's my take on it, I guess. Go. Flare. Checkpoint reached. Ah. I need to pee, and I don't want to stop until we reach the end of the episode. Simple combat complete. I know I hear more stuff. Alright, as much as I hate to do this, I will take a restroom break real quick. Be right back. Sorry about that. Old nature came calling. I had to answer. Baron's back. Here we go. That scared me. I was lulled into a false sense of security there. Thinking about how the spooky spectral noises and roar of the shadow stopped. And then we walked into the clearing and then they came running out. Oh, it got me good. Oh, yeah, that was funny. I appreciate a good startlement like that. Shit, I hope I'm going the right way. This slime puddle got me. We're totally gonna have to fight a chainsaw guy by the time this is over. That takes me back outside. So where does this go?
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Okay, cool. I know there's going to be an achievement at some point for picking up the coffee thermoses. Like, there has to be. What? Oh, yep, manuscript page.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
am I supposed to go? Up. Kick that over. Jumped over there. Walk through here. Ah, there we are. The hell, man? Do that to me.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
Gotcha, buddy. So I gotta be aware of Widowmakers, says that one. That spooky fella wants me to watch out for Widowmakers. So, like, the Overwatch character, I gotta be careful. Keep an eye out for Widowmaker mains. Ah. Fucking what got me? The fuck got me? Still not certain what just hit me. Kick this. Oh, no, we gotta go up there. That's what we gotta do. I feel like I remembered that one being a thing. That or either I've played a bajillion video games in my lifetime and knew that, oh, the stack of logs like that is gonna be a trap. Probably the latter. I'm glad somebody so thoughtfully left all this ammunition laying around. I Like, this is laid out like it would be.
Is a hazardous occupation.
Good paintball guy. Flare gun and hunting rifle. Great combination against chainsaw wielders, you know?
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Out of the woods, he says. Ha ha. Alan with his funny jokes. Out of the woods, he says. Boop. Can I turn on the TV? Nope. Well, the TV turns
A
off.
story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
That's been my experience with writing.
You can hold nature and yourself.
Surprise, motherfucker.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
I saw somebody behind me. drive. I do actually drive, okay. I was like, I know I'm missing something. What am I missing? Nope, that's not it. Alright, let's do this again. I did not remember this part of the game at all. Okay, we go this way.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Barry?
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. Not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Asshole.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Yeah, we know the darkness controls the Taken. We've learned that.
Al! Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Let me in, man.
They're gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Nope, couldn't do it, could you?
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon.
Well, now
Welcome to the
old dear diner.
Good girl.
Poor Rose. That's episode 2.
Come here. Pretty please.
Yep, that was episode 2 in the books. We will return to this later. I might do more of it tonight. I'm going to take a break, though, and get some food because, you know, I am a hungry fella. I haven't eaten today, and I need to eat because I'm a diabetic, and I feel kind of like sleepy, drowsy. You know, give me a chance to recharge myself, put new batteries in this controller, and then we'll be back with something to record, not live, unfortunately. But we're gonna try to knock out some spooky stuff, some scary stuff, some creepy stuff the next little bit here, and I'll make sure I put, when I upload this, I'll put the link to my card page where it has all of my social media links on it, and then we'll go from there. But make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all those places. Completely losing my train of thought right now. And we'll be back later with more. Till next time.